Hey everybody. I'd like to say a few things, if I can, if Sam doesn't object. um, First off, I know with the virus and everything going on, there's a lot of anxiety and a lot of people are out of work and at home and having to deal with a lot. I've never had to deal with this exactly, but I've had to deal with a lot also. I try not to say too much about my personal life because, well, I guess because it's personal. Not just that, though. It's something that I take to heart. I've learned from a lot of stuff that I've had to deal with, the struggles and problems and hardships and going without or whatnot. Um, I just like to say that, we need to come together, not necessarily in a group, like together and, because we're not supposed to do that, but we need to come together and show each other that we can be there for each other. As in, if somebody, just needs to vent or, just needs to be told that, hey, you're doing a good job. Just keep it up. I love you. Say I love you. It's not that hard and mean it. Just say I love you. It's very easy to say, but you gotta mean it. You gotta say it with meaning and power. Words are very powerful. I mean, you can hurt someone without meaning to with your words, and they may forgive you, but I guarantee you they'll always have it in the back of their mind. Just, and trust me, I've done it to other people too. I've said stuff that I shouldn't have. I've tried to make it better, but, I just tiptoe a little bit slower with certain people because I overstepped my boundaries. A couple of years ago, well, about a year and a half ago, when I attempted suicide in November of 2018, my thinking was that if I made my friends and family mad at me, that it would be easier for them to cope with my death, with my suicide. That was my thinking. I was in a dark, dark place. There was no light, none at all. You know, um, and I survived, as you can see. So, after I got out the medical hospital ICU for 4 days, and then 7 or 8 days in the psychiatric hospital, I had to come home, and that meant I had to face everyone that I did wrong to, and that I had to face the problems again that I thought I was leaving. That am I grateful that I'm still here? Sometimes. It's hard, and it's gonna be hard for y'all to be, inside the house, or I mean, you don't have to be stuck inside the house. You can sit outside in your yard, sit under your carport, sit in your yard, sit in the backyard. Let your kids play in the backyard. I mean, it's not gonna hurt anybody. Y'all are around each other 24/7. You know, I mean, let them play. Let them be kids. Let them run out some of that energy. Um, I sit outside with Sam twice a day because he tells me what to do. But anyway, um, it's, just try to be kinder, try to be more polite, just say, hey, I know it's a bad situation, but, I got your back. I'm going to be here for you. I may not be able to be here for you in front of you or face to face. I may not be able to hug you. I may not be able to let you lean on my shoulder. But, I mean, technology today, you can see other people. We can cry together. We can laugh together. We can make funny faces. I mean, I went to the cardiologist today, and I told the nurses that they asked me how I was dealing with the coronavirus stuff, and I said, I was doing social distancing before it was hip. You know, I mean, I didn't even know it wasn't even called social distancing, you know. People like, you know, me that have a hard time being around other people, you know, especially, you know, people that we don't know, you know, large crowds, you know, we don't do well. I don't, I do well with kids and the elderly and dogs. Everybody else in between, even my own age, I have a hard time. um, I have a hard time communicating and trusting, and I have a hard time trusting anybody, even my own self. I have a hard time trusting myself. Well, anyways, you know, I just think that, you know, instead of sharing all the negative stuff, and, you know, I mean, the media is doing enough of that, you know. We know that Louisiana is going to be one of the worst states affected. Not surprisingly, you know, with our weather and the way we like to eat, you know, and just a lot of people in this area have a lot of autoimmune disorders, you know, so their immune systems are not what they should be. So, just be, you know, just be aware of others around you, you know. I mean, I understand that some of us still have to get out, you know, some of us still have to do shopping or whatever, you know. But just be aware of others around you, you know. We're all in this together. You know, no one's going through it alone. You know, I've gone through a lot alone in my life, or I thought I was alone, but I really wasn't. But anyways, that's the first thing I'd say. The second thing is something that has been on my heart for a while now, was the Easter baskets. I've been told by friends, you know, just forget about it, you know, people are going to understand, you know, that you can't do it. Well, you know what? I'm not taking that for an answer. I will get this done if it's the last thing I do on this earth. I said I wasn't going to ask for money. And, you know, if you don't want to send money, that's fine. If you want to buy candy, that would be even better. Okay, I have 46 Easter baskets to do. I'm not doing toys. I'm not doing clothes. I'm doing candy. I'm going to fill up these baskets with as much candy as I possibly can, so that when these kids wake up on Easter Sunday morning, you know, their parents can watch their faces light up and the smiles, you know, and their parents can know that somebody cared enough to help me to provide this for my kids. You know, I mean, it gives, you know, them hope. It gives them hope. And I think right now what we need is hope. We need hope more than ever right now. You know, nobody knows if we're going to be here tomorrow. I don't even know. You know, I'm having problems with my heart again. Well, you know, you don't know. But you know what? What I do know is, you know, these people, most of them don't even know me. They've never met me. I'll probably drop the Easter baskets off near their doorstep, and then call them after I've left, because we cannot, you know, we can't hug, we can't, you know, I don't want, you know, we can't, have to be 6 feet away from each other, yada, yada, yada. I'm going to drop the Easter baskets off, you know, so all the candies have to be individually wrapped. You know, I'm not opening any bags, so don't buy jelly beans, or, you know, unless it's in the individual packets or whatnot, you know. Don't buy anything that I have to open a bag and stick into eggs. Because, you know, with all the germs going around and everything, you know, yes, we can be cautious, but, you know, some people, I mean, I'm not saying bad about it, but, you know, I would be very concerned, you know, if I got an Easter basket that had already candy unopened, you know, that somebody touched, and I don't know what they have, and, you know, there's just a lot going on. So, I mean, it could be the cheapest candy. It doesn't matter. I will do what I can do with it. And if you can send money, it can be $10, $20. It does not matter. I can buy in bulk online and it will be here by the beginning of April. You know, I mean, if you can, I mean, if you want to send money, I mean, if you don't want to send it through PayPal, or you can send it through Messenger on Facebook, or you can send me a money order. Please don't send me a personal check because I do not have a checking account at a bank. I have, you know, a PayPal prepaid card that I use that my check goes on to, and I can use it as a checking account also. But you know, I can't go to a bank and cash a check because I don't have an account anywhere local. But if you send a money order, you know, I can get that cashed. That's no big deal. I don't have the coronavirus. I have the Louisiana changing of the seasons. I just, you know, I think if I back down, I'll never ever forgive myself. I'll always be like, you know, why didn't I push harder? Why didn't I try harder? You know, I gotta do this. And I need your help. You know, some people, you know, a few people have said they were gonna buy candy. That's fine. You can drop it off. You don't even have to come in my house. You know, I have a carport. I have chairs underneath the carport. I have boxes underneath the carport. You know, just stick it in one of the boxes or stick it on the chair by the door, you know, and when you leave, just message me, say, hey, the candy's outside. I'll just walk outside, grab it, and bring it back in the house. No big deal. I have totes to store it in so that nobody eats it or anything. I'm not going to eat it because I have, among other things, a lot of teeth problems, so I can't chew a lot lately. So, and I'm really not that big of a chocolate fan. Ha! I love caramel though. Anyway, it can, I mean, you know, is it really going to hurt you if you send $20, $10? Heck, if you want to send 50, that would be even better because then I could do a lot more candy. But anyway, you know, I mean, but whatever you can send. I know times are hard right now. Times are hard everywhere for everybody. Even before this came along, times are hard. I'm struggling myself. But you know what? Sometimes we have to put others before us to show them that there's still hope out there, that there's still good people out there. That, you know, because this world is, whew, don't even get me started on that. You know, if you don't trust me to send money, then, you know, I mean, if you've been my friend on Facebook for at least the past 2 or 3 years, then you know what, you know that when I get money for this stuff, for the Easter baskets, that I go out and buy candy with it. I don't spend it on myself. I don't even use it for the gas money to, you know, to get the candy, to deliver the baskets, or I don't use it for any of that. I use it to buy the candy for the kids. You know, I mean, I think we need this. I think our communities need this. I have kids to deliver to in Eunice, Jennings, Rain, Morse, Mermentau, Iota. And you're probably thinking, well, you don't have a car, so how are you going to deliver them? Oh, but God has a lot of cars. And I didn't have a vehicle the first 2 years either. But God made a way. And He will make a way for this. If you don't trust me, trust God. God trusts me. I'm pretty sure that God's the one that, you know, gave me this idea to help these kids. You know, I mean, we can't cancel Easter entirely, You know, we need the true meaning of Easter. You know, when Christ rose from the dead and ascended into heaven, where he's right now by his Father and our Father. You know, we need this. You know, not only do these kids need this, not only do the parents need this, you know, I think we all need this. We all need something to give us some hope in a world that's just crashing, feels like it's crashing down on us. Okay, I know this is a little bit longer than I thought it would be, but if you watch the whole thing, I really appreciate it and I thank you. And God bless you. And if you're watching this, I love you. I don't even have to know you to know that I love you, because I love everybody. I just don't like being around everybody. Doesn't mean I don't love you, you know. I do, and I care about you. And if I tell you something that upsets you, I'm sorry. For the most part, I probably meant well. Probably was trying to help you, you know. If you take offense to it, please tell me, because I don't know unless you tell me. So if somebody upsets you and you're mad at them, but they don't know why you're mad at them, you know, they're going to go around thinking, what did I do? You know, I don't understand why. Tell people. You got to tell people, look, you know, hey, you know, the other day when we were hanging out or we were on the phone, you know, you probably don't remember it, but you said this, and it really got to me, you know, and I'm going to tell you why it got to me. Explain it to them. Tell them why. You know, people don't know. I can't read your mind. I wouldn't want to read anybody's mind, because if somebody could read my mind, they'd probably be institutionalized. Seriously. You know, I fight battles in my mind more than I fight battles in life. You know, my mind is like, whew. You know, it's from one thing to the next, one thing to the next, one thing to the next. You know, it's nonstop. But, you know, just be kind. They say it's free. I guess it is. Try it. And if you don't trust me to send me money to help these kids, then maybe I'm not the problem. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying, you know, sometimes we need to look in the mirror and look at ourselves, you know, and find ourselves and really look deep inside ourselves to find out why we are having these trust issues, you know, because most of the time, from personal experience, it's inside me. I'm the one with the trust issues. You know, I'm the one, not anybody else. I don't care what you've done or what you said or whatever, you know. I don't judge people by what other people tell me about them, because I know people spread stuff about me. Actually, I have a very interesting life according to other people around me that spread stuff about me, you know. But in actuality, my life is really not that interesting. But I make do, you know. It's my life. You don't have to live it. I do. Anyways, it's almost up on 20 minutes talking here. But, you know, please help. You know, if you don't do it for me, do it for the kids. You know, I know, you know, well, I got to buy for my own kids, and I got to buy for my grandkids, and I got to buy for this. Well, you know, I understand that, but, you know, the people that help me, the people that have helped me for the last couple of years, are people that, you know, were struggling themselves, so they knew what it was like to struggle, you know, but yet they still helped. Maybe we can learn from each other. God bless y'all. I love y'all, and good night.